సమాచారం కోసం 95 న్యూస్ ఇప్పుడు యాప్ లో మీ ముందుకు వచ్చింది. వెంటనే డౌన్లోడ్ చేసుకుని న్యూస్ అప్డేట్ తెలుసుకోండి. ప్రతి క్షణం ప్రజాక్షేమం కోసం.
చైర్మన్ బార్ కౌన్సిల్ ఆఫ్ తెలంగాణ
वंदे मातरम सुजलां सुफलां मलयज शीतलां सस्यश्यामलां मातरं वंदे मातरं वन्दु प्रजोत्स्ना पुलकितयामिनी कुसुमित ध्रुमदल शोभिनी सुहासिनी सुमधुरातरं वंदे मातरं वंदे मातरं कोटि कोटि कंठ कल कल निवालकराट बले बहुबलधारिणी नमामि तारिणी रिपुदलवारिणी मातरं वंदे मातरं वंदे मातरं.
For promoting the alternate dispute resolutions in mediation and creating an awareness in the development of women welfare, human rights, and existing of the process where mediation plays an easy relation with right resolutions to bring out the peaceful development and reconstruction of the society. It is a great privilege that today we have all gathered together. Let us take the position of the event and let us resume and take the content of this, and we participate in every activity. And CADIT plays a great role and gives the big hand, take the hand to promote the activity with coordination, cooperation with every advocate and every section of the society in promoting the value and promotion of a peaceful society. I request Sri A. Narasimha Reddy garu, our president of the function, to kindly proceed of the function, sir. Kindly, sir.
And Narasimhamurthy asked me to preside over, so I'll start with my presidential address. Honorable Sri Justice Nagesh Devabhaga Garu, Judge High Court of Telangana, Sri B. Narasimha Sharma, Additional Solicitor General of India, and Ravindra Reddy, President, High Court Bar Association, my good friend N. Ramchandra Rao, ex-MLC, Senior Advocate, and former member of Bar Council of India, and my another esteemed brother K. Sunil Gaur, Vice Chairman, Bar Council of Telangana, and so many persons, they didn't come for the, and another friend, Sri Deepak Bhattacharya, Senior Advocate, and Sri A.B. Narasimha Rao, Karma, Kriya, Karta, everything is for ICWA University. I had a long friendship with him from the beginning when the ICWA University established. From then onwards, he is there. As ultimately he was dean, now he is advised to all law universities of ICWA University. So, and so many senior advocates are here, and presidents of different bar associations in cities and other areas, and my advocate friends. It is with a great pleasure to stand before you, not only as a speaker of one of the speaker of this distinguished gathering. I am also presiding over the today's meeting to debate the topic of the Mediation Act 2023 and role of bar and bench in implementing the same. This landmark legislation represents a significant advancement in our legal framework, promise to reshape the landscape of dispute resolution in India. Before we dwell into the details of the Act, I would like to thank all the participants and shown interest in this particular program, including the esteemed guests, legal practitioners who are here today. Your collective wisdom and insights will undoubtedly enrich our understanding and implementation of this important legislation. The Mediation Act 2023, which receives President's assent on September 14, 2023, aims institutionalize and promote mediation as an effective and efficient and accessible method of dispute resolution. This act a testament to our commitment to modernizing our legal system and ensuring justice in both timely and successful to all. The Act emphasizes the importance of mediation as a primary mode of dispute resolution. It encourages the use of mediation at various stages, including pre-litigation, thus reducing the burden on our courts. As we know, that cornerstone of this Act is establishment of the Mediation Council of India. This body will be responsible for the registration, accreditation, and regulation of the mediators, ensuring the highest standards of practice and ethics in mediation process. One of the most significant aspect of this Act is enforceability of the mediated settlement agreements. These agreements will have the same legal standing as arbitral awards or court decrees, providing certainty and finality to the parties who involved in this mediation. The Act applies to both domestic and international mediations, making a comprehensive framework for dispute resolution across various jurisdictions and involving diverse parties. Recognizing the advancement in technology, the Act supports online mediation, making dispute resolution more accessible and cost effective. Additionally, it promotes community mediation, fostering local resolution and enhancing the social harmony. The Mediation Act 2023 is poised to bring about the profound changes in our legal system and society. Mediation offers faster and less expensive alternative to traditional litigation, benefiting both the parties involved in the legal system as a whole. Mediation fosters a collaborative approach to dispute resolution, preserving relationships and promoting culture and dialogue and understanding. It is vital to understand that one of the pertinent factors to ensure the achievement of the objectives of the Act and the fulfillment of the benefits promised is the requirement of the bar and bench acting tandem to implement the provisions of the same. The court should refer the suitable and appropriate matter to mediation as a policy, and a proper selection of the matter referred ensures the success of the same. It is understood that the referral judge who refers the matter to mediation plays the most crucial role in motivating the parties to resolve their dispute through mediation.
Respected dignitaries on the dais. Yes. I was asked to say few words about the mediation. Dear friends, the concept of mediation, though it may be codified in 2023, from the ancient system of this great nation, mediation was the core area of settlement of dispute between the parties. As we always hear and we heard, at the Gram Panchayat level, village level, community level, caste level, every group, there used to be an elder to decide, mediate, and amicably settle the disputes, if any, between two parties. This was the ancient concept of this country, which was prevalent at all stages, at all sections of the society. However, if the matters by elder are not amicably resolved, then in those days it used to go to the king's court or other adjudicating process. This was what was the substance of mediation to understand in simple ways. Now it is confined to commercial transactions. Mostly for that they are saying, and other related things are slowly one by one has been added. Mediation is the process in which both parties who have an issue to be settled chooses an elder who is a third party who cannot impose any decision on the party. This is the qualification required for a mediator. On the request of both the parties, that elder member or third party will conciliate, mediate, and make every effort to have an amicable settlement between the parties. This is the simple synopsis of the concept of mediation. This was prevalent pre-independence of this country. When we come to the legislative aspect of this conciliation and mediation, particularly those friends who are practicing on the labor side, there is a conciliation process for the first time recognized post-independent under the Industrial Dispute Act. Similarly, matters relating to family court, subsequently followed by Arbitration Conciliation Act 1996. These were one way of where the concept of mediation and conciliation process has been statutorily recognized at the pre-litigation stage or pre-adjudication stage. Dear friends, we are also aware, consequent to amendment under the Civil Procedure Code, by virtue of Section 89, court-referred mediation would be there during the pendency of the proceedings before the court. It is a mandatory requirement. And this court-referred mediation, there is another area to be noted is court-annexed mediation. The difference between this court-referred mediation is in terms of Section 89 read with Chapter 10 of the CPC, where the dispute, and if it is not settled, it will come back, it will be adjudicated. There only the panel of mediators would be there in the court-referred mediators of the respective district court or other courts. When we come across the word of court-annexed mediation, there it is with more high degree of mediation, where the honorable judges, other experts would be also available for the court-annexed mediation. We know that Chapter 3 of the Arbitration Conciliation Act provides for the detailed procedure of conciliation as a method of resolution of the disputes insofar as those cases are concerned. But these measures which were taken by way of statute still required to be updated with more mechanism of mediation and conciliation. And virtually under the Legal Service Act enactment, Lok Adalas and other things, again the concept of mediation and conciliation was given one more step forward by statutory process of mediation. However, as you know, arbitration is area where a decision will be given. Conciliation is an area where parties will be conciliated for an amicable settlement. Mediation and conciliation are interchangeable according to the situation. Mostly they are synonymous. That is the reason, in view of modern trends which were developed for mediation in other countries in the globe, and there was also a decision of the Honorable Supreme Court, as we are all known, famous case of mediation, Salem Bar Association case, where the utmost precedence to be given to the concept of mediation has been recognized by the Honorable Supreme Court, and Supreme Court itself constituted a mediation center for training of mediators and to develop inculcate this concept of mediation. Industrial Dispute Act, Family Court Act, Arbitration Conciliation Act, Legal Services Authorities Act. These are some of the pieces of legislation where this concept of mediation has been given to reduce and for amicable settlement. It is ultimately for amicable settlement. And that is the reason most respected, impartial persons of independent view, to ensure that reason only, honorable judges and other such a suitable persons were made as part of these mediation centers. However, as you know, this piecemeal of recognition under these respective statutes was not sufficient to make India a robust center for conciliation and mediation. We are hearing that Singapore Arbitration Center is globe famous. and every other countries prefers to go there irrespective of cost of proceedings there, high cost of proceedings, to go for there for one reason. There will be time bound conclusion of the arbitration proceedings before the Singapore Center. So there was a need to make a timeline exercise for mediation, and it requires to be given a statutory recognition at various levels of for the purpose of mediation, keeping in view of the recommendations of the various law commission and other expert bodies, and also the inputs of various stakeholders. In addition to the judgments of the Honorable Supreme Court, as I mentioned, in Salem Bar and other cases, where it was repeatedly reiterated that every effort should be made, that there should be a pre-litigation mediation. There should be again one more effort at the initial stage of adjudication, and there should be also final stage of things by way of Lok Adalat and other things. So keeping all these cumulative circumstances and need to make, as I said, a robust center of mediation in the world, there was every need to make a law on mediation law, which ultimately resulted Mediation Act 2023. As the respected President Sir said, the silent of PHs of Mediation Act 2023, it established a statutory body, Mediation Council at the national level. Then respective tier system is there. There will be training and recognition and empanelment of mediators. And what are the areas that are being now given statutory? This thing is, one is initially private mediation without going to any court of proceedings. That is between the parties, agreement entered through mediator. That is one area. Second one is pre-litigation mediation. Pre-litigation mediation also given a statutory recognition under the Mediation Act 2023. The third one is very, very important, is online mediation. In the present day, we have so many challenges of inviting the investments, entering the commercial transactions with various competitors in the globe. There will be every need to make a sincere effort in the event of any difference or other issues are there. A statutorily recognized process of mediation to be made. That process of online mediation as a recognition under the statute now. And further, during the proceedings of any proceedings, at any stage of the cases, there is a process of referring the matter for mediation. Finally, friends, there are certain issues which have only in a local area, in a narrow compass, or a particular locality or particular community. That is the reason this statute also provides for community mediation. And community mediation would be again at the different stages by the district court and other cases, which will have a team of 3 persons to decide that community mediation of the issues within that community, locality or group or whatever it is. That is the reason now, by virtue of Mediation Act 2023, now the Chapter 3 of Arbitration and Conciliation Act is subsumed. Legal Service Authority, Lok Adalat Act will continue. And now, as Honorable Supreme Court said, conciliation and mediation are interchangeable, and every effort should be made from the beginning to last things of things with different modes of mediation. Of course, after bringing this law 2023, the related rules are yet to be framed. Related rules relating to functions and duties of the mediation center and other modalities to be followed, because area of activity of mediation, as I mentioned in these 4 cases, will be different. Pre-litigation area of mediation will be with a different approach and mediation. When it comes to online mediation, we require a different set of guidelines about the process of that issue is concerned. Community mediation, insofar as the smaller issues are concerned, because it is consists of 3 persons, not 1 person as a mediator, that a group of persons has to decide. So there is also required to be done. Secondly, this composition of mediating council, its other formalities has to be worked out. Though appears to be in the process of formation of mediation rules. There are certain issues where the experts on the mediation says that some more effort to be made to make this mediation law more effective. Those are the issues to be discussed and debated, and practical approach has to be added to that by necessary changes or requirements are concerned. Dear friends, this is a very most ancient concept, nothing new for us, but the mediation law has made codification of those processes, that 3 types of mediation has been given. Now statutory recognition for online mediation, which is going to have a tremendous impact in the international transactions are concerned. That is going to be a big area which will have a global recognition for our purpose of mediation now. So these are the things. It is not an area to just say that each of these certain issues, that is formation of mediation council, this online mediation, particularly pre-litigation area mediation. These are the things to be discussed in detail. We'll certainly, I congratulate the organizers of this organization.
dispute resolution system is to resolve disputes in a just and fair manner and within a reasonable period of time. Is litigation achieving this objective? Are the litigants happy with the judgments given out to them by the courts of law? A survey conducted reveals that 90% of the winners of court cases are unhappy. Mind you, I'm not talking about the losers, I'm talking about the winners of court cases, 95% of whom are unhappy. What could be the reasons for this? According to the National Court Management System of the Supreme Court of India, it now takes 15 years of litigation on an average for a civil or commercial dispute to get resolved. 15 years is indeed too long a period in today's fast-changing world. If I want something today, and if I get it after 15 years, I may not even want it. It may not have any value. The second reason why the winners of court cases are unhappy is because of the natural laws of transmission laws in communication. A party presents her case to the advocate, and generally the advocate understands about 75% of what is in the client's mind. And again, when the advocate presents it in the court of law, the judge understands about 75% of what the advocate presented. And simple arithmetic, 75% of 75% is around 55%. So the remaining 45% is partly not understood, and very dangerously, a part of it is highly misunderstood. And this is natural to all human interactions and communication systems. Peter Drucker, the father of management, said, "It is not the speaker who communicates, it is the listener who communicates." Now, in the case of a litigation process, judgment is based on not what was said, but based on what was understood. Whereas this is totally avoided in mediation, because in mediation, as Mr. Narasimha Rao pointed out, the mediator does not take a decision. The mediator does not give an award or a verdict. The mediator is just a catalyst. She facilitates negotiations between the parties and makes them to reach an agreement voluntarily and willingly. How a mediation takes place generally, a simple episode William Ury explains. William Ury is the co-founder of the Harvard Negotiation Project, which developed the principled negotiation concept and which is at the heart of modern facilitative mediation practice. He narrates a simple episode that happened in a library. In a college library, two students were fighting. So the librarian came over there and asked, "What's the problem?" Student A said that window was kept closed. He went and opened the window. So immediately I went and closed. Again he went there, opened, and then an argument started. Then she asked the student A, "Why do you want the window closed?" "It is creating draft. Air is coming and the papers are flying. I am not able to work." Then she asked student B, "Why do you want the window open?" He said, "I want fresh air." Then she asked both the students, "Is there a way by which we can get fresh air without it having to create a draft on the table? Just think." The students thought for a while, and one of them said, "I have got an idea." He went to the neighboring room where there was a huge window. He kept it open. As a result, there was air circulation, fresh air was there, and it was not hitting directly on the table, so draft was not created. And this is exactly what happens in a mediation. The librarian here played the role of a mediator. She did not take a decision. She asked an intelligent question. Why do you want it closed? Why do you want it open? Generally, there is a fight because people take positions. The position was window should be closed. Another position was it should be open. So she shifted them from position to interest by asking them, why you want it closed? Why do you want it open? Position is what people say they want. Interest is why they want what they want. So the mediator moves people from what they want to why they want, and then they find a common ground where the requirements of both of them are met and they reach a happy settlement. I wish all of you to become great mediators and promote peace and harmony on this earth. As the learned judge mentioned, it is said in the Bible, peacemakers will be called the children of God. Thank you.